I watched Gone with the Wind for the first time this week, and wow, was I ever blown away by this masterpiece of a movie. I mean, I knew it was going to be good. I have heard a few things, but I was not expecting to like it this much. Gone with the Wind is one of the most beautifully shot films I've ever seen, with a completely engrossing story, one of the great American sagas, really. I didn't realize what this movie was about. It's a Civil War story told from the losing side's point of view. This depicts the collapse of Southern society in the US after the abolition of slavery, and this movie does a really good job of showing the contrast of before and after the war. We start out beforehand when everything is sunshine and roses for young Scarlett O'Hara, played so amazingly by Vivian Leigh. The film shows how quote-unquote perfect life is on her cotton plantation in Georgia, but of course we know it wasn't that way for everyone. Then the war begins, and excited young men are happy to fight for their way of life until the South starts losing, and this movie takes us through that awful experience as well. I was surprised at how brutally realistic this film is at times. It doesn't feel like something you'd see produced in the late 30s. Honestly, I was just in shock the entire time watching this, just tragedy after tragedy befalling poor Scarlett and the people around her. Gone with the Wind is definitely a downer, not really the great romance it's made out to be in my opinion. In the end, this film really is about moving on from the trauma in our lives. The thing that has Gone with the Wind is the overall way of life in the South, of course, but it's also Rhett Butler. Clark Gable is amazing in this role. And basically everything horrible that happens to Scarlett. Because tomorrow is another day. Watching this now, it occurs to me that the central conflicts that started the Civil War are the same ones facing America today. It's about a group of people who don't want to change the way things are and cling to their way of life no matter how many people it hurts, fighting another group of people who realize that change is inevitable, it comes for us all, and that we're all better off letting our past hurtful ways of life be gone with the wind. See you at the movies.